locally produced farm radio show with agricultural news, information, interviews, in-depth weather, and more. It's Terry Henne and his Farm Show on 100.5 and 790 News Radio WSGW and online WSGW.com.
A partly cloudy to mostly cloudy good morning to you. I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. Terry Henne here at Radio Center along with Matthew Lester. And Matthew, we had some pretty nice weather this morning. Looks like the clouds are beginning to move in now.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Well, we'll find out in about 3-4 hours, because that's when the wave of rain is going to move into the Great Lakes Bay area, if not maybe a couple minutes earlier. Our temperature is going to continue to rise. Where are we at right now?
Right now, over at the airport, it's cloudy at 65. Over in Midland, it's partly sunny at 65. Here at Radio Center, it's cloudy at 64. We have east winds at 10 miles per hour, and our pressure's at 29.81, and it's falling.
We'll see that wind move a little bit further clockwise, down about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock area on the clock face. Southeast breeze is what we're going to be looking at as we go through the afternoon. It is going to pick up in intensity. We'll have gusts up to 25 miles per hour as we go through the remainder of the afternoon. And as I said, the shower activity will be moving in. Sketchy right now, but a little bit later on tonight, that's when things are really going to thicken up a little bit. We're looking at a very intense frontal system, which is in eastern Wisconsin, over Lake Michigan. This baby has got some really northeasterly direction, and I think once it hits the landmass a little bit more, it's going to begin to break down here in Michigan. So we're not anticipating any of the severe weather that they had experienced just a few hours ago in Wisconsin. This is the northern part of a major system, which is all the way down to Texas and Arkansas. And once again, they are getting hit with all sorts of really nasty weather there. For us, we started the morning off a little bit on the chilly side. We did see a few reporting stations looking at the 30s in the Great Lakes Bay area and over in Michigan's thumb. Bad Axe had 35. Caro dropped down to 36. Bishop Airport in Flint was at 39. Lapeer was at 36. Midland Airport reported 37 degrees overnight. Port Huron at their airport was at 37. At the airport at MBS International, they were looking at 41. But here at Radio Center, the Zilwaukee area, we dropped down to about 39. Over in Michigan's thumb, as we said, Bad Axe was at 36. Port Austin was 36. Fillion, a little bit more inland in Huron County, it only dropped down to 41. Oil City over Isabella County, they were looking at 35. Sanilac County, Lexington at 37. Genesee County, Burton dropped down to 37, but everybody else stayed a little bit warmer than that. Lapeer was at 38. Mount Pleasant dropped down to 37. Alma looking at 37 degrees. We had 34 in Houghton Lake, looking at 37 up in the Cadillac area. A couple of the other reporting stations in northern Michigan included Oscoda, where it dropped down, Oscoda County, Mayo, it dropped down to 32. Everett dropped down to 34 up in that part of the state. Also, a few of the other reporting stations, Alpena, 34, Pellston at 35, 39 in Sheboygan, East Tawas dropped down to 33, Engadine, 36, Gladwin, you had 37, Harrisville at 33, Sault Ste. Marie was at 35, Standish dropped down to 36, West Branch looking at 35 degrees. And over on the west side of the state, they were a little bit warmer. Again, because of the proximity of Lake Michigan, things didn't cool down nearly as much. It's going to be probably the coldest morning we will see now for a while. We're only going to drop down to about 56 tonight. 70 is our projected high. That's where we should wind up. Clouds, as we said, on the increase. Scattered showers around the Great Lakes Bay area after 4 o'clock this afternoon. Some of you might see it a little bit earlier in areas to the south and the west of the Great Lakes Bay Area. But by 4 o'clock or so, we're going to see some widely scattered showers. Southern third of the lower peninsula is going to get more concentrated shower activity, and that will kick in, as we said, about 4 o'clock this afternoon. The showers are going to move through rather rapidly because after midnight tonight, not only will the shower activity be gone, but we're actually going to see some clearing of the skies. 56, as I said, will be our low. Sun will set this evening at 8:46, rise tomorrow morning at 6:19, and then tomorrow we're going to warm up. We'll start off with sun. Clouds will still be around Michigan's thumb and in northern Michigan, but we are anticipating those breaking down as we go into the afternoon. 73 will be our high in the Great Lakes Bay Area tomorrow, 48 for a low tomorrow night. Tomorrow night after midnight, clouds will move in, and once again, there will be the threat of some shower activity with temperatures about 48 degrees. Then on Thursday, 56 is all the warmer we're going to get. All the shower activity that happens on Wednesday night and Thursday is going to come from a low pressure system that's actually going to loop down under Michigan, hugging the Ohio River. So what we're going to be looking at is not only chances of showers, because we'll be on the north side of that system, a little bit of a southeast, east, and northeast breeze. That'll be on Thursday, but 56 for a high, 44 for a low on Thursday night. Once again, the shower activity after midnight will begin to taper off. And then by Friday, we'll have partly cloudy skies. There'll still be a chance, isolated at best, of a widely scattered shower on Friday. I think we're going to see more sun. 66 degrees for a high on Friday, 42 for a low on Friday night. Partly cloudy skies, then turning into clouds on Friday night. After midnight, once again, a chance of some showers. Now, Saturday promises to be more clouds than sun. Widely scattered shower activity, 62 for a high, 45 for a low. On Sunday, a little bit more sunshine, 66 for a high, but still some shower activity around. It'll be more scattered on Sunday than it will be on Saturday. Monday, we'll still have that chance of a scattered shower, but we'll begin a little bit of a warming trend. We should hit 70 degrees. Average for this time of the year is 65 in the day and 44 at night. As you can tell, once we move into Thursday, we will be below normal as far as temperatures go, and we'll stay that way until we move through the weekend and into the first part of the work week next week. Long range, take us all the way through the 20th as far as temperatures to average out pretty close to normal. Precipitation values pretty close to normal as well. Record high in the state is 89. That was set back in 1936. The record low, 28, set in 1989. A year ago, our high was 63 and our low was 50. We picked up a little bit less than a trace of precipitation a year ago today. The warmest ever, May the 7th, set in 2000. 85 was our high, 67 was our low. The coldest, and it was cold, it felt cold, 1947. For those that remember it, 40 was our high, 30 was our low, and it was a wet one on that day too. We actually had some snow flurries on April the 7th back in 1947. But Matthew, we'll talk about it in future broadcasts, but we have a day in May where we had 9 inches of snow.
9 inches?
Yeah, and it wasn't this week. Well, at least it wasn't today or tomorrow, but maybe Friday. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. That's a look at our weather coming up. Who do we have?
Up next, we have Abby Terwilliger from the Andersons, and we also have Doug Klein from Oppenheimer.
But before we get to them, we want to remind you the weather forecast brought to you by the folks at Nutrien Ag Solutions.
Nutrien Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrien Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrienagsolutions.com.
Say, do you want to unlock the secret to higher yields? If you're applying dry fertilizer, the key to better yield potential is Titan XC. Titan XC is a fertilizer biocatalyst that unlocks and releases the bound up nutrients in granular fertilizer, promoting better root uptake and plant growth. Drive performance this season and beyond. Release more nutrition. Expect better results with Titan XC. For more information, visit lpi.ag/unlock or contact your Nutrient Ag Solutions crop consultant today. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Weiss Equipment in Frankenmuth. Well, right now is the time to get there. They've got some pretty good deals going on right now with Case IH, Yanmar, Cub Cadet, and Polaris. Check out the Yanmar tractors, 21 to 35 horses with a 10-year warranty, and choose from a low financing rate of up to 72 months or cash off. Case IH tractors from 35 to 140 horse, 0% for up to 60 months or cash back. Cub Cadet, ultimate sales event going on right now. Spring rebates up to $1,000 off on select models. And Polaris, save big on the 2023 or check out the 2024 models. Choose between low rate financing or rebates of up to $2,000. Now, those rebates and financing vary by model financing, subject to credit approval. So see Weiss Equipment for all the details today. WeissEquipment.com or stop by the store. Weiss Equipment, doing it right longer. We say good morning to Abby Terwilliger. Abby, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Terry. Doing good.
Well, we knew it couldn't last forever.
No, yesterday was a really good day in the markets. And today, hey, we're still green right now, actually, across the board. It's not by far, but we are green.
So right now, any particular reason why? Just they decided to not let it happen anymore?
They said, farmers had it too good yesterday. They're done.
Oh, there you go.
Nope. I kind of thought maybe it'd go up again today because I know the Corn Belt got more rain out in the west, and it's, obviously it's going to rain to the east today too. So there's that going on, and then also Argentina is still getting rains. It's looking like it might start to dry up a little bit, but they have a lot of damage going on there.
Oh, so right now, what do you have on the board, Abby?
Right now on the board, old crop corn 404, new crop 425, soybeans old crop 1207, new crop 1161, old crop red wheat 554, new crop red wheat 584, old crop white wheat 619, and new crop 639.
All right. Getting a little planting done around your area, trying to beat the rain?
Yep, I think everyone's pretty much going now. I know last night driving around, I saw a lot of planters going, a lot of dust flying in the fields that you could get into. That lighter ground you can get into. That the heavier ground is a little wet. So I know a lot of farmers are, I think, starting to get a little discouraged with all the rain and getting really antsy to get in there full bore, but they're taking these windows when they can get them.
Yeah. And I guess for all intents and purposes, that's got to be the best thing to do, is just, you got to have a little patience, because that ground is pretty sticky and it's not too deep either.
Yeah. I'll let you tell the farmers to have patience. So.
Okay. Abby, you have a great day. Okay.
Thank you. You too.
You bet. Abby Terwilliger over at the Andersons. A little bit more in depth as far as what the markets are doing. Doug Klein from Oppenheimer joining me. The market report brought to you by Steiner Tractor. They do take their job personally at Steiner Tractor Parts, because they understand how your life and job both stop if your tractor stops running. Want to make it work for you? Want to make it look pretty? There's a lot of reasons why you want to work with the folks at Steiner Tractor to get that tractor going for you. 800-234-3280 or go to steinertractor.com. And by the folks at Krizak's House Family Restaurant, 989-894-5531. There still are some tables available for Mother's Day. Mark it down. Or if you're going to have an event, maybe not so much right in the next couple of weeks, but in a few months ahead, and there's a lot of activity going on. Great place to get your food reserved for you. And then on the day, stop by and pick it up. 989-894-5531. Krizak's house, corner of Cass and Michigan, on Bay City's south side. We say good morning to Doug Klein. Doug, good morning.
Well, good morning.
Well, things are kind of settling down a little bit in Chicago. What's going on?
I think the trend is still there. We'll see how long it lasts, but for now we're okay. FMC had their earnings, and by golly, they surprised on the upside. So, pays to know somebody on the inside. They're up to $65 a share from 50 when Senator so-and-so bought them. So, bully to him. What else is going on? Cabot had their earnings. They're a big partner with Dow Chemical. So they hit 103.46 today. That's about 25% for the year higher. So they're doing well. That's an all-time high on their stock. Reuters said that International Paper is probably going to get taken out by a Brazilian company as far as that goes, a $15 billion takeover. So IP trading around $39. They say that the merger might happen at 43 or so. So there might be an opportunity to make 10% if the thing goes through. We'll see what happens. But anyway, so here's your numbers. The July corn, 470 1/4, up 1 1/4. December corn, 490 3/4, up 2 1/4. July soybeans, 1247 3/4, down a penny. November soybeans, 1225 3/4, up 6. The July wheat, 648 3/4, unchanged. And December wheat, 693 3/4, up a half a penny. So Saudi Aramco had their earnings report, and they didn't think it was so great, but they decided to keep the dividend the same anyway, pay it even though they didn't really earn it. So that's kind of interesting. But crude oil is 78.11, down 37 cents. Heating oil is 245.66, down a half a penny. Gasoline 254, down 4 3/4 cents. And natural gas 220.5, up a penny. Over to currencies, Canadian dollar. US dollar buys $1.3709 Canadian. That's up 47 ticks. The yen is getting back down again, so the dollar is buying 154.51 yen. That's up 63 ticks. The euro's at 107.70. That's about unchanged. The dollar's at 105.16, up 11 ticks. Gold's at 23.90. That is down $7.30. Silver's 27.43, down 5.5 cents. Platinum's at 987.80. It's up $23. And copper is at 460.5. That's down a penny.
Their copper's been kind of an interesting market.
Yep, and it can be, with all the trillionaires floating around out there, and they can do anything, anytime, anywhere. If they want to buy out the biggest copper mine in the world and shut it down just because they can, they will.
They will. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Nice bunch to deal with.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yep.
Well, maybe they'll have copper IRAs.
I think you can probably do that.
I think so. Doug, take care. Have a good one.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Freeland Bean and Grain. Vic Huffer's been answering a lot of questions so far, and I know farmers have really been asking him many, and getting answers to it as well. That's the whole idea, because Freeland Bean and Grain has been serving many farmers for years, since 1983, for a very good reason, because serving you is their business. Sure Crop, Nature's, they've got a great selection of those products. And of course, Vic to help whatever you might be concerned with. Freeland Bean and Grain. Check them out. We'll be right back with more.
Hi, I'm Steve Cook from Cook Chevrolet in Bassett. Have you heard about the all-new redesigned Traverse? Have you seen it? With its bold new styling, they're calling it a mini Tahoe. You're going to love it. And compared to the Tahoe, more good news is the mini price. We're talking $25,000 less. At Cook Chevrolet right now, we not only have the new Traverse in stock, but you'll find 150 more Chevys in stock and 150 on the way. So to make room before all this inventory overflows, check out these great offers. Chevy Equinoxes from $233, Blazers now only $269, and Silverado 4x4 crew cabs still as low as $299. Believe me, we're not trying to be Chevy storage lot. We'll do what it takes to move these vehicles. Get out today. Cook Chevrolet, M15, top of the hill in Bassett.
Payments based on 24-month GM employee and family lease. 10,000 miles per year and includes all rebates. $2,000 cash down due at signing. Call or visit us online at cookchevysuperstore.com. Chevy, together, let's drive.
Looking for savings while filling up at the pump? Look no further than Fuel Rewards at one of our 26 local Forward Shell convenience stores. Get 10 cents off per gallon when you purchase any 3 Rockstar Energy 16-ounce drinks, or 10 cents off per gallon when you purchase any 2 Icebreakers Ice Cube 40 packs. Visit fuelrewards.com to sign up and learn more. Fuel Rewards at your local Forward Shell convenience stores, a family-owned Michigan tradition since 1925.
Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at the Rummel Agency, who know the risks that farmers take. If you're a farmer or a business, ag business owner, you know that your needs vary just like the crops in the field. They know more than a number. They want to get to know you. Family, goals, dreams, your future, all those things that are important to you, they want to be clued in on all of that activity as well at the Rummel Agency. They want to help get the right farm insurance protection for you and your family, and they're easy to get in contact with. They've got offices in Frankenmuth, Saginaw, and Caro, or you can give them a call. The Rummel Insurance Agency. Crop progress report came out yesterday and pretty much verified everything we've been talking about the last few days. According to the latest report, over 3/4 of the sugar beets are in the ground as of right now. That compares to 49% last week. 82% of the crop was in a year ago. So we're not quite there yet, but the 5-year average is at 62%, so we're well ahead of that. When it comes to emergence, 50% of the crop has emerged so far. Last year, 26%. The 5-year average was 28. Soybeans, right on schedule. About 13% is planted. Last year was 12. Average is 15. Corn planted just slightly ahead of the 5-year average, but 3 times the acreage planted so far from a year ago. And as far as the oats was concerned, planting well ahead of schedule there. Winter wheat joining, 2/3 of the crop has jointed so far. A year ago, 36%. The 5-year average is 44%. So again, we're way ahead of schedule. Along with us, Jerry Samalski, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville. Morning, Jerry. How you doing?
Good, Terry. Hey, we've been talking about lawns and mowing high and having greener grass. You know, one of the things I'd like you to look at when you're driving around, you know, your neighbors that, don't do anything with their grass. Look at it now. It's green. It's not looking so bad, because when the grass plant goes dormant in the fall, it stores all that energy. Its roots go deep. It puts on more carbohydrates to wake up in the spring and go. And that's why early spring fertilizing really aren't as important as later on. Like right now, with the later applications of the crabgrass control with fertilizer, and then again, the one that's going to come mid-May and early June, those are the ones that really kind of help out. And the best fertilizings of all are in September, October, to help put the grass to bed with a lot of energy so they wake up and turn green real quick. But again, if you're after that green color, fertilize late in the fall and let's mow that grass tall, and you'll have better color all spring long.
All right. Everybody likes a green lawn, Jerry. Talk to you again tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Keep it green.
Keep it green. Jerry Samalski, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville. Teresa DeVoe on the line with us right now from Baird & Company. Teresa, what are they doing in New York right now?
Markets are performing nicely today, with the Dow Jones Industrial Average up 72 at 38,924, 297 million shares traded. NASDAQ up 37 at 16,387 with 373 million shares traded. Some stocks of local interest include Caterpillar at 348.12 up 602, Deere 405.03 up 319, CMS Energy 61.77 up 16, Dow 57.48 up 14, DuPont 79.16 up 63, Corteva 57.72 up $1.36. General Motors 45.38 up 32. Trinzio 318 up 9. Walmart 60.51 up 64. Huntington Bank 13.98 up 6. Independent Bank 25.48 up 23. And AT&T at 17.02 up 3 cents.
You have a great day, Teresa. Thank you so much. We'll be right back.
The weather has been very difficult to predict over the last year and a half, and many farmers have not had a chance to address soil health. Let's make this spring the start of something great. Your soil prep partner, Morgan Composting, can't control the weather, but they can save you time and money.
Your fields already have nutrients locked in the soil. Dairy Dew Layer manure-based compost blends naturally release these nutrients, improve the biology, and help with moisture retention. Get a custom Dairy Dew blend made for what your soils and crops need to maximize your dollars and prep your farm for a healthy and profitable growing season.
With granulated fertilizers and powerful liquid amendments too, save time by getting your entire fertility plan made in one place. Morgan Composting, serving Michigan farmers for more than 25 years. Call the soil health experts now at Morgan Composting or visit dairydew.com to learn more.
Plants come from healthy soil. Healthy soil comes from Dairy Dew.
Now's the time to save on genuine New Holland parts and service before harvest starts. Save up to $100 on any combination of OEM engine oils, coolants, filters, and Fleet Guard filters. Get up to 35% off electric guidance kits or up to 25% off hydraulic guidance kits from New Holland and Raven. And trade in your current precision technology to save up to 50% on precision farming products. Visit Ellen's Equipment in McBain, Beale City, and Ithaca today to grab these savings on genuine New Holland parts and service before they're gone.
Broadcasting from the Stormmaster Exterior Studios, WSGW, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland, WSGW-FM, Carlton.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
I'm Steve Kathan. Stormy Daniels has described her first meeting with Donald Trump at his criminal trial in New York. They met in 2006 at a golf event. Her allegation of a sexual encounter led to the hush money payment and charges of falsifying business records. CBS News legal contributor Rebecca Royfeet.
The prosecution has to show that she would have been a compelling figure had she told this story right before the election, after the Access Hollywood tape, that it was important to him to keep her story quiet. And in order to do that, they have to show that she's a good storyteller. And so bringing her to the stand is critical to the prosecution's case.
Israel's Prime Minister Netanyahu says the capture of border crossings in Rafah is an important step toward dismantling Hamas. CBS's Cammie McCormick.
Israel has shut down 2 vital border crossings at Rafah and Kerem Shalom.
So that means that currently the 2 main arteries for getting aid into Gaza is currently choked off.
The UN's Jens Lerke.
If no fuel comes in for a prolonged period of time, it would be a very effective way of putting the humanitarian operation in its grave.
1 million people are sheltering in Rafah.
At least one person was killed in the tornado that ravaged Barnsdall, Oklahoma, north of Tulsa. CBS's Dave Malkoff spoke with a man who shielded his bedridden mother as his home was being torn up.
I got her up. We went back to that back bathroom. I covered her up.
With your body?
Yeah. Wrote it out.
And the neighbors had to come out and pull you out of here?
The head football coach in town come out and dug us out.
The U.S. Army says the soldier